Ghost of Yotei is a successor to Ghost of Tsushima, and although it hasn't reinvented the wheel, it has built upon the previous game and introduced some new features, one of them being the Spyglass. Spyglass can be used to uncover points of interest on the map and a great way of exposing the map for exploration later. Though I would have still liked to have seen the Traveler's Armor from Ghost of Tsushima for clearing out the fog on the map. Another cool new feature the game introduces is learning tunes and then playing these tunes to guide you to certain POIs where you can level up and unlock skills. These tunes will direct you to shrines, bamboo cuts, Yotei 6 camps with altars, and wolf dens. And remember, clearing wolf dens is the only way to leveling up your wolf companion abilities.
To me, kami are light, like a feather swaying in the wind. All these Ronin who come from the south, they don't appreciate Ezo. Even Clan Matsumaya wants to mold it into something else.
The song for discovering shrines is learned from a settler near the Julian Tree next to the Shikotsu River past a field of purple flowers. I believe this is a sequenced event, so you have to complete the duel before the settler shows up. I'm not sure if you push down the camp or you have to put down the camp and then he walks up to you, but if there's no camp, put down yours and see what happens. Song of Spirits, aka Bamboo Strikes, is learnt by visiting Master Hejiro's garden. Before you're able to learn the song, you have to visit Master Hejiro's garden and progress the storyline. This will involve going back into Atsu's past and doing some activities before Master Hejiro shows up and teaches Atsu the Song of Spirits. Song of Revenge is learned from a settler at a small camp north of Shitsunai Woods. This song specifically leads to Yotei 6 camps with altars and not just any old camps.
I fear I will never see him again.
The song is not yet complete. Let's finish it.
Song of the Wolf is learned after you rescue wolves from Saito's men. I believe you have to clear a certain number of these dens before it triggers a cutscene for Atsu to compose the Song of the Wolf, but I'm not 100% sure on this. For me, it triggered at the wolf den near the Boar's Eye Cave, so maybe someone can make their way there early and see if it triggers a scene for them and let me know. During this rescue mission, I actually had to face off against 2 waves of Saito's men. Previously, it has been only one group that was already camped at the scene, excluding the very first instance. Song of the Wolf will guide you to wolf dens, allowing you to upgrade your wolf companion abilities. I only covered some of the early songs in this video because I mainly wanted to highlight the new addition to the game. As you progress through the story, you'll learn new songs that service different purposes.
Someone's happy. I can't howl. Maybe I can join them. At least she likes my music. If I play...
My other favorite addition to the game is being able to upgrade charms and charm slots from minor charms and charm slots. This is an amazing new change because some of the best early game charms can easily last you till the end game. Each upgradable charm will have its own unique associated activity you must complete a set number of times for it to upgrade, and they vary in how many times these charms can be upgraded. Of course, some of these charms are easier to upgrade than others, like the Mother's Charm for instance. All you have to do is learn a few tunes and it upgrades. But then there are other charms like Takezo's Charm of Ball Deflection, where you must parry successfully several times in a row without taking damage for it to upgrade. And let me tell you, playing on lethal difficulty is a lot harder in Ghost of Yotei than it was in Ghost of Tsushima. Once you've upgraded a charm, you'll also upgrade a charm slot from a minor charm slot to a major charm slot. This of course allows you to equip more major charms. Of course, I only covered a few new additions and features to the game. There are others like the minigame Sen Hajiki, as well as instead of having different stances, we now have different weapons. And the fact that we can disarm our opponents and we can use their dropped weapons as throwable weapons during combat. In my next video, I plan on covering early game armor set as well as charm and charm builds that I think are great for the early game. Until then, feel free to drop a like, hit the subscribe button. Until next time, peace out.